Tifa, which is a research organization or a research company, has released polls asking Kenyans if they have confidence in the broad-based government. And something has come out of that report or out of that research that is shocking. Why am I saying it's shocking? That more than 50% of Kenyans don't have confidence and don't support the broad-based government. And this is the basis of our analysis today. We want to look at it and we want to analyze why are Kenyans not happy with the broad-based government? Why are still Kenyans not boarding that ship of William Ruto and Raila Odinga, despite the fact that they have tried to show that they are okay and that this ship is like this is where everyone needs to be? Why has Kenyans refused to board? And in terms of the analysis, in terms of the majority of the people from the mountain are the one who are discontented with this broad-based thing. And even Nyanza, an area that Raila controls like almost 100%, majority of them do not support the broad-based government. But before I go into the details, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. My name is the African Updater, and what I do, I usually analyze politics to the best of my knowledge. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now back to my video. I have said that Tifa has released a poll, and in that poll it shows clearly that Kenyans do not support the broad-based thing. Kenyans do not believe in William Ruto, Raila Odinga, and all those shenanigans. And these are things that I said a while back. I said categorically that the situations where Kenyans have reached, that Kenyans are not, no amount of convincing or hoodwinking will make Kenyans to support this broad-based government or to support William Ruto. So it is going to be very difficult for William Ruto to win in 2027 election. And before I go into the details, I want you to watch this video because you know on this platform we always try to at least back our story with some evidence. So watch this.
62% of Kenyans are of the opinion that the country is moving in the wrong direction in 2025. 70% of Kenyans polled by Tifa say the country's economic situation is worse compared to 2022. Those interviewed expressed dissatisfaction with governance, economy, and policy impacts. And as Seth Olale reports, 64% of Kenyans opposed President William Ruto's and Raila Odinga's broad-based government.
You have watched it, and it is not my words. You can clearly hear what they are saying there, and the report and that has come out of it, out of that research. So we want to look at it critically. Why are Kenyans not boarding that ship of broad-based thing? Why are Kenyans not boarding that broad-based nonsense? Why are Kenyans saying that we are not going to board this broad-based thing? Hii kitu atuboard na tumekataa. Why? We need to ask ourselves very fundamental questions. Has William Ruto delivered on anything that he promised Kenyans? Because I think Kenyans have reached a point whereby they don't trust politicians anymore, because they have been lied to a point whereby they no longer believe in politicians. So my question is, has William Ruto delivered on his promises? That is one of the things that Kenyans are looking at. And when they look at William Ruto and all the things that he's doing, William Ruto has not fulfilled anything that he said he would fulfill. William Ruto has failed at every step, you see. And there are some of the fundamental things that Ruto interfered with that he has not been able to fix. And that is what is costing him his popularity. Number one was SHA, the health. He interfered with the health, and that was a problem. He interfered with NHIF, which was working, and despite the challenges that it had, he brought something that majority of Kenyans know that this thing is not working for them. But the government has insisted that this thing is working. That is what has pushed a lot of Kenyans away from William Ruto. Because you are telling us that this thing is working, and when we go to the facilities, it is not working. Where is the problem? And if it is working very selectively. You see, so that is the one of the reasons why Kenyans are not boarding this broad-based thing, because health was interfered with, and Ruto has not fixed health, despite the too much talking that he has been doing. Number 2 is the education. Ruto came into government and started removing the capitation that was there for the children. Recently we also heard that he's going to remove free primary education. These are some of the things that Kenyans used to hold on to. At least they know that even if I don't have money, my children will still go to school because primary education is free. Secondary education has capitation. But William Ruto has interfered with all these programs. William Ruto has interfered with all these plans. William Ruto has done all these things that were not good. And that is why Kenyans are saying, even the university education itself, he came out and removed the model that was there and brought another model that has made so many students not to join the university. And he doesn't see a problem with it. These are some of the reasons. These are some of the reasons that has pushed Kenyans not to join William Ruto in anything. Another thing is corruption. The rate at which this government has become corrupt, the rate of looting that has happened in Ruto's government ever since he got into power, it has been into trillions. And every time when we point this out, there is no action that is being taken. Despite the fact that Ruto comes to the media and plays PR and says how much he's going to fight corruption, but you can see corruption dwelling everywhere in his government. Everywhere is his government. Another thing is the lack of that Ruto works how he works with incompetent people. Ruto has nominated or has appointed very incompetent people to work in his government, and he doesn't see them, and he doesn't even flinch. He doesn't even see that he needs to, because Kenyans keeps on telling him some of the people that are working for you are not competent, but William Ruto has kept them there deliberately, and he doesn't want to remove them. Those are some of the things that even if Raila joined the government, this cannot cure anything. You cannot cure that anymore. So Kenyans are tired with this government. Kenyans are tired with William Ruto. Kenyans are tired with this regime. Kenyans are tired with everything. And that is why they are not boarding this ship. And that is why they are saying that no matter what, no matter how much you work with Raila Odinga, we are not going to board this ship. And that is where we are at it stand right now. William Ruto has really tried to convince Kenyans. He has really tried to do everything Kenyans. But the poll speaks for themselves. Those percentages are so high. If more than 50% of Kenyans do not believe in you, do not believe in your government, then what are you doing as a government? What are you doing as a government? That is what you need to ask yourself. And even in areas where Raila has support, many people are not voting. I keep on saying and I keep on reminding you here, I am one of the biggest, I used to be one of Raila's biggest supporter. There was nothing you could tell me about Raila. But the moment he joined the government, that was when I cut ties with him. I cut ties with him completely, and now I no longer follow him anymore. And I am not alone. We are so many of us. We are so many of us from Luo Nyanza who don't support this government. And that is the reality. Anyway, guys, share your views in the comment section. Why do you think this government is not gaining, the two-term movement is not becoming a reality? Why do you think so? So tell us in the comment section, but above it all, remain respectful. As I always insist, remain respectful throughout your contribution. Thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Africa.